Hey, what's up guys? It's Marf and welcome back to another Asphalt 9 dev chat video. Before I get into all the information, I just want to mention a couple of things. Firstly, I know that Racing Master is the new hot thing right now, and I will have a second video coming up shortly about my sort of feedback and a sort of review about the entire beta, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that video. Secondly, I know that this video is all about career mode because that's what the dev chat was about, but even if you've completed the entire career mode, I still think there's a lot of information in here that you'd like to hear, and I'll get to some also miscellaneous things that is also interesting for veteran players as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about career mode. So firstly, they want to make career mode more accessible to new players and make the structure more clear, as well as what rewards you will be getting as well. So chapters are going to be kind of separated, and the chapters that everyone should do for guaranteed rewards will be sort of mandatory chapters, and the chapters added with each season or updates will be separated and easier to find. So that will either be added as sort of like a side career thing or as new chapters. New chapters that are added, they will be added with rewards and progression aimed at players with a higher garage level, such as new blueprints for cars that aren't currently in career mode and more maps and themes in those chapters. And of course, don't worry, this was what I was talking about for veteran players. The revisions would not make you lose any progress, so don't worry if you've already completed, or if you're done with a career mode, or if you're like super far along in it. But in terms of rewards, they are looking at, changing the rewards or just looking at them in general for both existing rewards and new ones. If an existing reward is changed to be a better reward, old players will not be penalized, and they will want to give compensation for those old players who have already completed that reward. So as previously mentioned in other dev chats, new modes will be introduced in career from other areas of the game like Money Run, but also any new modes that are introduced into the game in general will also appear in career mode if it works with AI. So something like a 1v1 mode just won't be coming to career mode. And yes, they are looking at what to do about Legend Pass cars. They didn't give a concrete answer if they were going to remove them or not, but I'm hopefully, thinking that they will do something about them in general, but they are, thinking about them, which is nice. They also want to add more mission requirements, not just for career mode, but also for the whole game in general. So if you see those requirements like beat a certain time or play with a certain car, they're looking at adding more types of those requirements throughout the entire game, which is definitely nice. Something they are also considering, which is nice, is adding Grand Prix tracks. Nothing super concrete, but they're just thinking about it, which is nice. Now, unfortunately, they have no plans to add any car key rewards in career mode, but they also didn't rule it out. They said that there's no reason why they can't do it, but there is no plans on adding it right now. So in order to help new players, they want to look at changing daily missions to add context to overall progression and improve variety. So even though this isn't a career mode thing, it's nice that they're thinking about changing those daily missions, and so they want to add more context to the progression and just improving variety, which is really nice. So something that is pretty big actually, in order to give new players a better experience, the dev team has been thinking about introducing side elements that may help new and old players alike in order to build up a garage so they can compete in events and multiplayer. As an example, they said a mini car hunt may present itself to players who do not have a specific car, let's say at around 2 stars, and the event will go away once that 2-star car has been reached. Again, it would also help out old players, as it would appear for everyone who doesn't have that specific car at 2 stars. They could also add other sort of mini events, and mostly they will be older cars, of course, but they will be contextual. So like, for example, if you need a car for a live event, that car may correspond with that live event. What was interesting is that they also mentioned that the mastery events like those in Asphalt 8 have also been considered by the dev team as one of these side elements that they're thinking of putting into the game. So as a complete side note, the team wants to design a cops and robbers game mode. They still needed to work out making sure that the players can drive the cop cars, but also what to do in terms of the AI for the chase. But long story short is that they're looking to add this type of game mode, and it is in their to-do list for now. I know this was a weird thing, but there are no plans currently to bring multiplayer elements into career mode. Just thought I'd mention in case anyone was wondering. And as totally separate news, they do not see Formula 1 in Asphalt 9 happening anytime soon. It was pretty funny to see they said that they're the type of cars that once they leave the track, they never fall back down, which I thought was funny. But that is pretty much it for the career and other sort of stuff dev chat. Now, they also confirmed that this whole new big club update is happening in the second half of the year, which we've already known previously, but just to remind you guys that that update is coming. And yeah, this was kind of short, I guess, but a lot of nice information, especially for new players. So if you've been someone who's wanted to start out the game but is unsure and it was just kind of confusing for you, hopefully once these updates roll around, it might be easier to get into the game. But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will see you guys later.